What is up, my tough trainers? I'm Lance, and today I'll be counting down my top 10 favorite rock type Pokemon. In the last top 10 video that I did, I counted down my top 10 favorite water type Pokemon, and now I'll be counting down my top 10 favorite rock type Pokemon, because rock is the only type that I haven't counted down. And as usual, this list is going to be 100% opinion based, which means if you don't agree with any of the Pokemon on this list, feel free to go ahead and let me know some of your favorite rock type Pokemon in the comment section below. Now let's go ahead and get into this list. Kicking off this list today at number 10, we have got a Pokemon that I've never actually used in-game or in competitive battling, and it is MAGCARGO. MAGCARGO is only really here because I think it has a cool looking design, and I think it has a really cool looking shell, having that flame looking thing on the back of it. And the main reason MAGCARGO is here, even though I don't really like it too much, is just because, to be honest, there aren't really heaps of rock type Pokemon that I like that much, but I'm sure MAGCARGO would be okay in competitive battling, because it does get the ability Flame Body, which is pretty good, and it does have great defense of base 120, but unfortunately none of its other stats are that good, and unfortunately it does have a 4x weakness to ground, so it would probably work pretty well with the air balloon if you were to use it. It's currently in NU, and I think it would probably work best with Stealth Rock, Recover, Lava Plume, and Toxic. At number 9 today, we have got another Pokemon I've never used in-game or in competitive battling, and it is SOLROCK, and SOLROCK is here because I think it has a pretty cool looking design. I think it looks slightly better than MAGCARGO, and I think it's probably slightly better than MAGCARGO in competitive battling, although it's also in NU. SOLROCK gets the ability Levitate, which is pretty good, and has pretty good physical attack and defense. I've heard SOLROCK can be good with Stealth Rock, Explosion, Trick Room, Stone Edge, and Earthquake, and I've heard it can also be good with Rock Polish and Baton Pass. At number 8 today, we have a Pokemon that I have used in competitive battling, and it is Aerodactyl. I think Aerodactyl has a pretty cool looking design. Aerodactyl has a great speed of base 130 with pretty good physical attacks. In my opinion, Mega Aerodactyl has an even better looking design, and it gets the ability Tough Claws, which is pretty good, and Mega Aerodactyl works well with moves such as Hone Claws, Aerial Ace, Crunch, Stone Edge, Earthquake, Fire Fang, and Roost. At number 7 today, we have got a Pokemon I've used in Pokemon Ruby, Pokemon Emerald, and in competitive battling, and it is AGGRON. AGGRON has a great physical defense stat of base 180 with pretty good physical attack. Mega AGGRON gets the ability Filter, which reduces the power of super effective hits it takes, and it works well with Heavy Slam, Stealth Rock, Curse, Superpower, Earthquake, and Fire Punch. At number 6, we have got a Pokemon I've recently started using in Pokemon X, and a little bit in competitive battling, and it is Aurorus. Now the main reason Aurorus is here is because I really like its ability Refrigerate, which turns normal moves into ice type attacks and boosts their power by 30%. Aurorus has good HP, special defense, and special attack, and is good with Hyper Beam, Ancient Power, Barrier, Freeze Dry, Echoed Voice, Protect, and Encore. In my opinion, its design is pretty average looking. At number 5 today, we have got a Pokemon that I've used a little bit in competitive battling, and a Pokemon I used in my Pokemon Emerald Randomizer Nuzlocke, and it is Tyranitar. I think Tyranitar looks pretty good and has an even better looking Mega Evolution. Both Tyranitar and its Mega Evolution get the ability Sandstream, which is a pretty good ability. Mega Tyranitar has a base physical attack of 164 and a base physical defense of 150, which is great. And Mega Tyranitar also has pretty good special defense, but unfortunately has a 4x weakness to fighting. And when I run Mega Tyranitar, I like to run it with moves such as Fire Punch, Dragon Dance, Crunch, Stone Edge, Earthquake, and Pursuit. At number 4 today, we have got a Pokemon I've used a little bit in competitive battling that I'd like to use more, and it is Rhyperior. At the moment, I'm currently using a Rhyhorn in my Pokemon Platinum Ground Monotype run, and I'm really enjoying using it. Rhyperior can have either Solid Rock or Reckless as an ability, and they're both pretty good. Rhyperior has a base physical attack of 140 and a base defense of 130, which is great, and it works well with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Dragon Tail, Mega Horn, and Ice Punch. I think Rhyperior has a really cool looking design, and that's one of the main reasons it's so high up on this list. Now let's go ahead and go to the top 3. At number 3 today, we have got a Pokemon I've used in Pokemon Diamond and competitive battling that was almost at number 2 today, and it is Rampardos. Now one of the main reasons I like Rampardos so much is because I had a Rampardos in my team the very first time I beat the champion in Pokemon Diamond. Rampardos can either have Mold Breaker or Shift Force, which are both pretty good abilities. Rampardos has a great physical attack stat of base 165, and it works well with moves such as Stealth Rock, Head Smash, Superpower, Crunch, and Zen Headbutt. I also think Rampardos has a really cool looking design, and I like it way more than I like Bastiodon. At number 2 today, we have got a very powerful Pokemon that I've used quite a bit in competitive battling, and it is TERRAKION. Now the main reason TERRAKION is so high is just because of how good it is in competitive battling. It has a great physical attack stat of 129 with pretty good speed as well, and it is great in competitive battling with moves such as Close Combat, Stone Edge, X-Scissor, Sacred Sword, Stealth Rock, Sword Stance, and Taunt. In my opinion, its design's not great, but it's still alright. At number 1 today, we have got a Pokemon introduced in Generation 6 that I have used in Pokemon X ending competitive battling, and it is Tyrantrum. You guys probably thought Tyrantrum would be somewhere on this list because everyone likes Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum can either have the ability Strong Jaw or Rockhead, which are both pretty good. Tyrantrum has a physical attack stat of base 121, with pretty good physical defense as well of base 119. It works well with Stealth Rock, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Head Smash, Crunch, Ice Fang, and Thunder Fang. I like to give it Strong Jaw and also give it the Assault Vest, and one of the main reasons it's here is just because of its awesome looking design. And I also really like Tyrantrum's shiny form. When it is shiny, it becomes a darkish blue, which I think suits it really well, so that is one of the big reasons why Tyrantrum is on this list. But anyway, that is going to be all for this video today, so as usual, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, and as usual, stay tough.